Welcome Monsterites and viewers out there to World of Monsters. Today we'll be looking at all the variations of Godzilla only from the movies, and I'll be focusing on the final forms and not the babies and junior Godzillas out there. Also, I wanted to get a nice mix of close-up shots and profile shots without revealing too many spoilers or any spoilers at all. And I also provided a simple narrative throughout the video that you can of course turn off and listen to your favorite song, but if you want simple guidance to the kind of visual aspect and changes, go ahead and keep that on. Guys, enjoy the show. Godzilla 1954. In this first and original conception, we see what was a terrifying monster. The eyes were mid-sized comparing to future renditions, but an overall structure that for the most part has survived to this time. The skin was clearly rendered with the appearance of bumpy scoots, and we see the three distinguishable rows of plates running down the back. Godzilla raids again, 1955. Here we immediately notice the mess of teeth that appear clunky and poorly fitted. Shaky back spines making a clear appearance. Better shots display muddled and overly textured flesh. Lacking of real facial character, Godzilla's portrait emerges to be more analogous to the appearance of a rock rather than animal. King Kong vs. Godzilla, 1962. In this third edition, the eyes are peaked closer together, still having an overall frontal positioning. With the addition of color, we clearly see the white tips of the back spines and the now official blue glow. The face is beginning to take a more realistic form, though not so much the claws. Thick thighs became even more apparent here, and we are introduced to his differing energy levels. Mothra vs. Godzilla, 1964. Welcome Godzilla 1964. Big wide eyes with large pupils. Nose still confusing with a human influence. Backplate still thick and lumpy. And that high level of energy variation we see when it's dealing with another beastie. Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, 1964. Immediately we see the lower lumbering energy version when Godzilla's dealing with us. That dirty building getting in its face like that. And by the way, better nose and brow structuring. Invasion of Astro-Monster, 1965. It seemed they were going in the right direction with the face structure in the previous movie, whereas here it again becomes more blended and rounded. And here goes that ninja energy and famous silly scene. Fingers still appearing not too purposeful. Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, 1966. Color in the eye and animated eyelid, still rounded funny face. We get a nice view of the interior of the mouth with an inlaid tongue. Lovely eyes. Bloated feet with a walk-off with the head awkwardly pointed upward. Son of Godzilla, 1967. Long neck and a bit of the stout neck syndrome due to the actor's head. Flattened muzzled with piggish or unhooded snout with very large humanoid eyes. We get a nice top view of the head. Animated eyes. Colorful. Godzilla thick. Face and teeth still in disarray. Destroy All Monsters, 1968. Incredible arm movements. Nice profile view with a wormy tail. Godzilla lost weight? Floppy, swollen back plates and a nice yellowish underside. A long neck. All Monsters Attack, 1969. Power! Nice inner mouth shots. Kinda cute looking. You can actually almost make out the features of the actor's face in that neck. Godzilla vs. Hedorah, 1971. Zoom in. Nice view of the back showing the three rows of bony plates, though the middle one clearly outdoes the other two. Face still plain and clumpy. Nice arm scales and movable fingers. Somewhat. And of course, that famous departure. Godzilla vs. Gigan, 1972. Well, the teeth are fitting in better due to more outraged lips. Nicely bright white highlights. And oh, that neck. Godzilla vs. Megalon, 1973. Some locomotion to start. We've got tongue action! Face taking shape again, sort of reminiscent of a cat's. Good looking tongue. Nice jump and displays of light-footedness. Overall friendlier sort of demeanor. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, 1974. Thick spines, middle row still remains much larger. Punching? Godzilla is not happy. Considering this one was a year later, it retained the large eyes and sort of cat-like muzzle with the pig nose. Terror of Mechagodzilla, 1975. Needs a dentist here. Judo skills. Possibly eyebrows in more angered positions, otherwise not much visual change. Godzilla 1984. Nice looking skin texture and we see some flattening around the neck. Teeth appear better organized and eyes remain frontally positioned. Finally a flat stomp? Muzzle animatronics? Some improvements, though this film was released 9 years later. Ears and nose changes, and overall improved anatomy. Godzilla vs. Biollante, 1989. And now we see some character. Shorter fangs but of varied sizes, face expressing again more cat-like and even oriental dragon-like features. Certainly more of that Asian mythic creature look with a much improved snout and bigger ears. 2 rows of teeth! And the 2 side rows of backplates have been enlarged. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, 1991. Improved features such as muscularity, highlighted back spines, and facial features remain with the addition of eyelids. Thick legs and nicely long tail. The spines still remain thick and bouncy. Godzilla vs. Mothra, 1992. Usual blunt spine appearance, double rows of teeth retained from the previous movie, mostly remaining the same with some great film shots. You can see a larger top chest area which nicely tightens the size of the neck in comparison. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, 1993. Remains more muscular as in the recent movies. Slight animatronics added to facial features. The top lip split under the nose, which is reminiscent of some mammals.
Thick.
All 3 back rows remain very prevalent. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, 1994. Not just thick, but fat legs with large feet. You can see the nice rows of scales on the head. Great view of the entire profile and close-up shot of the scales. Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, 1995. Named Burning Godzilla, and rightfully so for the obvious changes. Double fang rows remain. Some very cool inner costume glowing effects. Well, not exactly cool, but you know what I mean. Nice balanced profile. Spine plates remain dull. Godzilla 1998. Where should I start? This first American version really changed things up. More dinosaur-like feet and horizontal posture, large muzzle with very small eyes, very sharp back spines, larger arm-to-body ratio, and thick chin and jaws. Godzilla 2000. Millennium, 1999. Nice eye close-up with original look. First time we see sharp spines in the Japanese version with different coloration. Considering this was a reboot, we were bound to see many improvements. Neck took on a different and widened appearance with visible lower neckline, a return to single fang rows with a more aggressive overall head face structure with distinct lips. Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, 2000. Great view of spines and excellent face shots, with a much more aesthetic appearance than older versions. Tiny nostril holes, a little more of that bird of prey look, a long tail that thins down more, certainly retaining a lot of the new character. Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, giant monsters all-out attack, 2001. What a view! Wait, what? Long neck, facial features similar to older versions, ghastly addition of wide eyes and return to single rows of teeth. Back spines large, though not as sharp as in the Godzilla reboot. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, 2002. We're back to that reboot look. Lower neckline is now gone. Back spines have changed in color back to white highlights. Large eyes add to the eagle-like features. Ears are present. Godzilla Tokyo, S.O.S, 2003. Start with another lovely eye view with dark iris and large pupil. We continue with the widened neck reboot look, great face shot with beautiful shiny eyes. Quite a courageous look, really. Nice profile display, legs thick but maybe a little more muscular in appearance. Godzilla Final Wars, 2004. A look reminiscent of the older, more cat-like depictions. Back to the rounded neck, back spine sharper than in older versions but duller than in the newer 1999 reboot, and those linked to it. Godzilla 2014, the second US Godzilla and reboot. We witness a large, hulking, humped mass. Lots of CGI detail, thighs appear large but not bloated, large sharp spines on varied scales, relatively small head and eyes, kind of suggestive of a snapping turtle, and as in the 1998 version, a strong chin. Shin Godzilla 2016, another Japanese reboot. Once again an obese appearance and legs, CGI detail shows skin was once again based more on that of radiation victims, pulsating redness throughout, tiny fish-like eyes, chaotically attractive teeth, an overly improved facial look of the old ambiguous rocky Godzilla round face features. Overall a more terrifying appearance, which again relates to the original purpose and conception of Godzilla in the 1954 movie. Splitting bottom jaws like those of a snake, that Attack on Titan enormous eerie feel, dare I say Attack on Titan inspired? Overall more massive with smaller, more realistic head area. Godzilla Monster Planet 2017, first fully animated Godzilla movie. Godzilla is more sinewy in appearance rather than just bumpy. Spines similar to those of 2004 Final Wars Godzilla, though sharper. Muzzle shape is similar to that of North America's 2014 version, though with more undefined features. Small eyes and overall, again, a massive body with comparatively much smaller head and much leaner look. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, 2019. This? Can't we pretty much predict the same as the 2014 Godzilla, with new camera angles and hopefully improved CGI? And now it's your turn. Let me know which was your favorite version of Godzilla and why. And if you want to learn all about pretty much everything you've ever wanted to know about Godzilla, check out our video here, which will be linked. And also, I wanted to ask you guys, I never have before, if you could share this video to help out the channel. Also, we've got a great Facebook group, and I'm on Instagram posting monstrous stuff. So until next time, you've been watching all the versions of some crazy creature out there, here only at World of Monsters.